all you Mickey Mouse Club members.
Golly, listen to this.
Now you can play all the Mickey Mouse Club songs right in your own home anytime you want to hear them.
There are 12 records in all, including the swell Mouska dances. 6 dances on one record. And you know what? It tells how to dance them, right on the back of the record jacket. And there's Walt Disney's Bongo. Fun with music from many lands. Jiminy Cricket sings, and lots of others.
Each record has up to 7 songs and plays up to 10 minutes. Gee, you sure get more songs and better sound quality for your money on these big, official Mickey Mouse Club 10-inch records.
And remember, the songs come on both 78 and 45 RPM records.
And here's a real deal, the big, long-playing 33 1/3 record containing 26 terrific songs.
Wow! You can get them wherever records...
On the campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee, 7-year-old Carol Jo McCollum is out to become a tumbler. But first, she must learn to flip instead of flop off the trampoline. And it's not easy. Carol is just one of many boys and girls from 6 to 16 years old who today call themselves the Tumbling Tots from Tallahassee. And they seem to have a tumbling good time while learning the twists and turns of an ancient art. Of the trade are passed on to the youngsters by Jameel Ashmore, one of America's top tumblers. These Tallahassee tumble tots began tumbling several years ago upon the urging of Dr. Hartley Price, Florida State gymnastics coach. And the idea has since grown and grown and grown. It's visiting day on Japan's Mount Takasaki, natural home of wild monkeys since ancient times. The latest census shows 370 of the funny little animals roaming at large around the mountain. A sort of giant zoo without cages. The Japanese call it heaven for monkeys. Visitors may feed the animals, but only with special food sold by caretakers. Hey, Bud, got a tasty tidbit? In early times, a Japanese lord made it a serious crime to harm a monkey. And today, these little fellas have it pretty soft. This sure beats working for peanuts. Say, Mickey Mouse Clubbers, how would you like to live in a lighthouse? Well, in San Francisco Bay, let's meet Terry and Cheryl McNinch, who find going upstairs in their 80-year-old home a little steep, but real fun. Their dad, a Coast Guardsman, is lighthouse keeper at East Brothers Station on the north end of the bay. On Sundays, Terry and Cheryl don't go for an automobile drive in the country like many boys and girls. Instead, they go for a boat ride around the harbor. And already 4-year-old Terry is an old soul. Their ride takes them past the sunken hulks of old wooden ships half a century old. Sunset every evening, like good sailors, Terry and Cheryl help haul down the flag. And where but at a lighthouse could you fish in your own backyard? Yes, living in a lighthouse looks like real fun.
Say, have you got your big official Mickey Mouse Club records yet?
These are the only large-size, high-fidelity official Mickey Mouse Club records with all the songs from the show.
And you know who does them? Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck Jiminy Cricket, and all my Mouseketeer pals, and Jimmy Dodd.
And there are lots of others, too. Gosh, just on this one record, there's the Mickey Mouse Club March, the Mouseketeers March, and the 5 Monday through Friday songs.
And there are 11 other big official Mickey Mouse Club records.
Boy, you sure get more songs for your money and better quality sound when big official Mickey Mouse Club records go round and round and round.
They come in the 45 RPM size, the 10-inch 78, or this big 12-inch 33 1/3 long playing record with 26 swell songs from the Mickey Mouse Club show. Get one tomorrow.
In Hamburg, Germany, boys and girls today are winning world recognition, building model gliders that will soar like great birds. With these models, German youths learn firsthand the principles of flight, first learned by man little more than half a century ago. Sleek, high-performance gliders made by these modern young designers are a far cry from the first crude gliders invented by another German, Otto Lilienthal, who startled the world back in the gay 90s by imitating the birds. But those gliders were unstable, and the pioneer pilot met death when his machine crashed in 1896. Circling like a graceful hawk, these little soaring ships sometimes stay aloft for hours. In Hamburg skies, models like this flying wing show originality and renewed interest of young aeronautical engineers who are molding the shape of things to come. All aboard, Mickey Mouse Clubbers, for a real train ride through untamed Indian country. Yes, today at world-famous Disneyland, you can climb aboard the Santa Fe Disneyland Railway, and soon you'll be winding your way through Frontierland, looking back to the time when Indians roamed America's plains, and the Mark Twain riverboat churned its way up the Mississippi. Here, you can actually relive the days when the Iron Horse first steamed its path through dangerous Indian territory. Ancestors of these Disneyland braves feared the white man's strange monster on wheels, and they often stopped our early railroad men in their quest to link the East with the West. Frontier sheriffs like Disneyland's Bill Lacey were kept busy clearing the tracks of Indians so trains could pass through unharmed. But today, Indians are friendly, and these Disneyland natives mean no harm. Look, they just want to let their own horse-drawn train called a travois cross the track safely. And after all, the travois was used for carrying goods long before the train. Yes, for sure. A train ride at Disneyland is real fun. And mighty interesting, too. The Mickey Mouse Club Newsreel, dedicated to you, the leaders of the 21st century.
You know those Mickey Mouse Club records I've talked about? Well, they're all made by the same people who make those wonderful ABC Paramount records. And believe me, you'll find the best in children's songs, classical, popular, western, and jazz on ABC Paramount Records.
And don't forget to mention this big special record, Jimmy. It has nearly all the songs that are on the complete set of Mickey Mouse Club records, and it plays for almost an hour.
Thanks, Annette. Yes, Mouseketeers, this long-playing 12-inch record has 26 exciting songs by the actual cast of our Mickey Mouse Club TV show. 26 songs that you've heard and liked. Yep, anytime you want to, You can hear the voices of Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Jiminy Cricket, the Mouseketeers, the chorus and orchestra, and me, Jimmy Dodd. If you have a long playing machine in your house, I'm sure you'll want this swell Mickey Mouse Club record with 56 minutes of fun. You'll find it wherever records are sold.
This portion of your Mickey Mouse Club is brought to you by Cheerios, the ready-to-eat oat cereal made from nourishing oats, shaped like little letter O's. Cheerios.
And now the Mouseketeers present variations on a very familiar theme. We'll take the musical selection, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf, and present it in 7 different ways.
guitar and I have strings. I like to play while someone sings. Hi, gang. Do you recognize this mouse guitar? It's just like the one the Mouseketeers gave me. And now Mattel Toy Makers, the people who made my mouse guitar, have a big surprise for you. You can have your very own mouse guitar just like mine. And look, I wrote out all the instructions so you can learn to play the songs we play on the show. Remember, gang, you can now get the mouse guitar wherever toys are sold for only $4. Hey, I almost forgot. Be sure to see the Mouseketeer Junior, too. Just turn the crank and it plays the Mouseketeer theme song. The Mouseketeer Junior is only $1.80. Be sure to look for this label, gang. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
Episode 2, The Birthday Party. Yesterday, the bank in the little town of Glen Forks was held up by a couple of daring young outlaws. Sheriff Martin shot one of them as they galloped off down the street, but the other one made his escape. Matt Brady, the sheriff at Beaumont, the next town, was notified. His young daughter, Corky, had just baked a birthday cake for her old friend Uncle Dan, who lived in the nearby woods. The wounded outlaw came riding into the woods just as Corky and her dog, White Shadow, were on their way to Uncle Dan's with the birthday cake. The young outlaw, weakened by loss of blood from the gunshot wound in his shoulder, lost consciousness. Now, in just 1 minute, our story begins for today.
Gabby, don't you dare tell Uncle Dan we're coming. Please, Gabby, it's a surprise. Oh, darn that Gabby. Always spoiling everything. Now we'll go blatting it to everybody in the woods.
That's a girl. Yeah, you've got those all over your ears. Hello, Gabby. What's up? Oh, somebody coming, huh? Well, thank you very much. Now, Duchess, come here. Let me at that. Yeah, I know. That's the trouble. Here. There you go. Now, you see? You shouldn't go around getting burrs in your ears and your toes. Now, your mother and father, they'd be ashamed of you, because wild animals know how to take care of themselves. Now, Duchess, I can't play with you all day. I got my work to do. Now, you get down. That's a girl.
Hello, Uncle Dan.
Well, if it isn't the little deputy sheriff. You know, Corky, I figured it was you the way Gabby was carrying on.
Oh, that flabbermouth. Say, Uncle Dan, is there something the matter with Lightning?
Lightning?
Yeah, he's acting kind of funny. Is he sick?
Lightning sick? That critter's never been sick a day in his life. He's too lazy.
Well, I still think you better check on him, because he's getting green around the eyes.
Green?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he's been overeating. Excuse me, honey. Lightning? You got a tummy ache, huh? Well, it doesn't seem to me that there's much wrong with you. Now, what's going on here? Corky said that... Oh, so that's what it is. Lightning, what's she up to this time, huh? You know, Corky, that old Lightning is just a... Well...
Happy birthday, Uncle Dan.
Well, bless my soul. So it is. I'd forgotten all about it.
How do you like the cake? I baked it myself. It's a little crooked, but it's got lots and lots of frosting on it.
Oh, chocolate. That's my favorite kind.
Apache.
Well, imagine an old duffer like me having a birthday party.
Mm-hmm. And it's a surprise. And it's for everybody.
Good. Good. I'll call in all our little friends. They'll be scampering in no time. Now, look, honey, you sit down here.
Thanks, Uncle Dan.
All right. Come on, everybody. We're going to have a birthday party.
You know, I brought something for every one of them. I got carrots for Lightning, and carrot tops for Minerva, and nuts for Mr. Frisbee, and candy for the rest of them.
Oh, good.
Here you go, Uncle Dan.
Thank you, dear. Well, now, shall I cut the cake?
Oh, no, you gotta blow out the candle and make a wish before you can cut it.
Oh, I make a... Well, now, wait a minute. Is everybody here? Well, there's Cicero, Mr. Frisbee, Gabby.
Yeah.
Hello, Barney.
Look, Uncle Dan, there's Lightning.
Yeah. Oh, Minerva. I knew you wouldn't miss a party as long as there were candles on the menu. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, say, where's Cologne?
Here she comes, Uncle Dan.
Oh, come on in, dear. Now, nobody's going to hurt you now.
Poor Cologne. You know, I wish those other animals would be a little more sociable to her.
Oh, well, Corky, you can't blame them for not being too sociable, you know.
Ah, Pooh. She wouldn't bother them, lest they bother her.
Well, that's true. You know, it's a funny thing about skunks. They're the gentlest, most easygoing creatures in the forest, and the most feared. Oh, Mr. Mountain Lion himself treads mighty cautiously if he comes around a little smell cat.
I don't blame him.
You know, Corky, nature is a very wise mother. She gives to each of her animals its special weapon of defense. Now, the bear has his strength, and the mountain lion his speed, and the porcupine his quills, and the turtle his hard shell. The little chameleon doesn't have to do anything except change color. And then there's our little friend Cologne.
Yeah, I know. Once when Shadow was a fool pup, he chased one.
What happened?
He got skunked. Pop wouldn't let him in the house for a week.
Hello? Hello, Dolly. Yeah, Martin. Tell Matt it was the Durango dude who got away.
The Durango dude, huh? Well, Matt had a hunch that's who it was.
Yeah, we got it out of his partner. The one we got here. Calls himself the Nevada Kid. Yeah. It'll be a long time before he'll be holding up any more banks.
A black and white paint, huh? Yes, I've got it. Well, I'll see that he gets the message right away. Goodbye, Sheriff. Oh, Freddie, will you find Sheriff Brady and tell him that I... Freddie! Freddie, where are you? Oh, drat that youngster. He's never around when you want him. If you fellas want anything else, get it yourself. I've got to go out.
Sure he was headed this way, Sheriff?
No other way he could go. Sheriff Martin and his men chased him halfway through Glen Forks Canyon before he lost him.
He could have cut through the woods.
Not likely, unless he figures to hole up for a spell.
Yeah, a man could hide in those woods for a month without us finding it.
Yep, sure could.
Tomorrow's episode, The Birthday Song.
Hi, Mouseketeers. See this picture of Mickey I just drew? Now you can learn how to draw him in the same way with a Mattel Mouse Cartooner. This toy makes cartooning easy. Watch how it works. First, take one of the many Disney drawings that come with a set. Place it in here. Then you trace the lines from the sketch. And like magic, you've drawn another cartoon. Just like it, only bigger. You can use the Mouse Cartooner to make all kinds of pictures, like out of your comic books. The Mattel Mouse Cartooner is only $2 wherever toys are sold. Remember, Mouseketeers, look for this label. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
The Mickey Mouse Club presents the Mouse Cartoon.
That dance we're learning is real neat. Oh, nice. Let's find that Time to twist our mouse down to the right and the left with a great big smile. This is the way we get to sing a mouse cartoon for you and me. Miska, Muska, Mouseketeer. Mouse Cartoon time now is here. Let's put it together. Hey, hurry, hurry. What is it? Come on, hurry. We'll get it together so we can read it. Today's Mouse Cartoon is...
Hot dog, hot dog. Hot dog, hot dog. Just a time can fancy the hoochie coochie dance. It's a farm homestead to keep your money
Musketeers. You know, the other day we were talking about how we like to spend our leisure time, especially on a rainy day. Well, we found out that each one of us Musketeers has his own special hobby. And we thought that you might like to hear about our hobbies, so we wrote about them for the Mickey Mouse Club magazine. Now, maybe reading of our hobbies will give you some ideas. You know, there are all kinds of wonderful hobbies that bring hours of enjoyment and that teach us new things about the world we live in. You know, sometimes it seems like hobbies are almost magic, because even when it's dull and rainy outside, it can be bright and sunny inside, especially if you're busy reading an exciting book or making doll clothes or putting a jet plane together. Sound like fun? Well, it is. And don't forget, the interest that you have in a hobby today may shape the kind of a career you'll have later in life. Something to think about, isn't it? Now, after you've read about our hobbies in your Mickey Mouse Club magazine, maybe you'll write and tell us about yours. We hope so. Now let's join the Musketeers.
Come along and sing our song and join our family.
Through the years, we'll all be friends.
time to say goodbye to all our company. When I
See you real soon.
K-E-Y.
Why? Because we like you.
Well, it's swell having you with us. Remember, it's Circus Day tomorrow. Big doing. See you then.
Walt Disney's Fantasia, the show of 1,000 wonders. Motion picture entertainment for you and your family to see again and again. Fantasia, now on the wide Super Scope screen, all in color by Technicolor with the world's most thrilling music. And a special part with your friend Mickey Mouse. Fantasia has everything. Cartoon fun and fantasy, music, color, entertainment. Look in your newspaper for theater name and date when you'll be able to see Walt Disney's Fantasia.
This has been an ABC Television Network film presentation.